Harris Feldman with FailYourWay.com, being joined by Kevin Nations with KevinNations.com. And also you can follow him on Twitter, and that is
Kevin Nations.
That's right. There we go. So you can follow him there. So for those of you that don't know Kevin Nations, he's basically one of our corporate refugees. He was selling high-end computer equipment to the tune of over $100 million in sales. So he's like a one-man freaking 9-figure machine right here. He's done it consistently. Some of his best years were over $100 million in sales, which is pretty amazing.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm sure whatever company you worked for was pretty happy with you.
They didn't pay me much of it.
They didn't pay you much of that $100 million, though. Yeah,
but enough to live well.
Enough to do okay. And then after that, you started an IT staffing company. Got to a point where you had 150 employees with your staffing company.
Just a little under a year and a half.
Took you about a year and a half to do that.
About 14 months.
Got tired of that and sold the company.
To my partner. Sold out to my partner.
And then now you're doing what?
Teaching people how to develop high-end sales systems for their own services.
So the big back ends.
The big back ends.
All right, baby. Kevin Nations likes big back ends and he cannot lie.
This is an interview gone bad.
That's right. But anyway, yeah, well, you're not going to get that in the corporate world. And then also, didn't you tell me? Didn't I read somewhere that you were like USA Today?
Small Business Advisory panel.
Small Business Advisory panel. That's pretty hot. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna get some good information out of you. So now that we've talked about some of your success, let's talk about your failures. Okay. Let's talk about your biggest failure. What comes to mind if I say your biggest failure and how did you overcome it?
Are we talking about business or this interview or
dating? No, business.
Next question, Alex.
We'll go with dating. No, I mean we'll go with business. We'll go with this business.
Well, just make up your mind.
This business.
This business.
Yeah.
Okay, this business. You know, one of the biggest, probably the biggest failure I ever made was reacting to my business. I run workshops teaching people how to develop their high-end products and services. And when I first started this business, like many people I see, I would basically have an event, and then the week or two after the event, I would think, oh my God, I need to make some more money. Mm-hmm. I just spent over the last few weeks all the money on promoting the event, or on actually producing the event, holding it, sending money out to hotels, and all of that big bank account that I built up was starting to trickle away.
Right.
And so one of the biggest failures I had was really just reacting and not having a consistent sales machine, but selling up when I needed money, conducting an event and letting it deplete down, and then reacting and thinking, oh my God, where's the money gone? And starting to sell again.
So how do you beat that?
The best investment one will ever make in any marketing person is to go down to Staples and buy yourself a 4-month calendar. And on that 4-month calendar, literally plan your marketing so that you are doing consistent marketing no matter whether you need it or not. The marketing is going to make you the money is the marketing that you do when you don't need to be marketing.
That was almost a tongue twister. Say that again.
So the marketing is going to make you the most money is the marketing you do when you don't need to be marketing. If you wait until you need to be, if you wait until you're desperate, if you wait until you're upside down, your mind isn't going to be in the space to be marketing from a position of strength. You're always operating from a position of weakness and need. And so if you just start doing marketing consistently, whether you need it or not, it's the most consistent way I know to keep building your income up and up and up.
Strong, very strong. Okay, so do you think you view failure differently than most people?
I view failure differently than some people, and probably the same as many. I think that most true successes view failure. Talk about tongue twisters.
Sailor, yeah.
Most true successes.
A sailor just walked by.
Most true successes view sailors in much the same way, and that is that failure is just a learning experience, and failure is just a way to find out the next way to do it. One of the statements that gets credited to me a lot is that winners take imperfect action, while others, you can use the word losers if you want, are still perfecting their plans. And so instead of trying to dial it in before you execute something that is a failure, and you'll find in that failure will be a whole lot of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, next what I want to do is I want to ask you, I'm going to be asking you about a money-making secret. I'm going to be asking you about a free traffic secret, even though I know you're not really into traffic too much. I'm going to see if you can give some free traffic secrets and a couple other questions as well, but that's going to be for my members only. Okay, right. So we're pretty much done here. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. This has been Harris Feldman with FailYourWay.com and Kevin Nations with KevinNations.com. Members, go ahead and jump over to the other section. We'll get into those money.
Can't wait to give the good stuff to the members.
That's right. That's right. You got the success part about to the members.
All right.
All right.